Hi. Have you ever felt that you were gifted in too many areas of life that it's hard for you to fit neatly into one category? You can sing, but you can also teach. You can lead, but you can also create. You can play several musical instruments, but you can also play sports. You can be a very eloquent speaker, but you're also good at painting. You can build, but you can also serve. You can see beauty, strategy, ministry, business, ideas, and solutions all at once. And instead of people celebrating that, they question you. They say things like, why don't you just focus on one thing? Or, you're doing too much. Or, you need to pick a lane. You're all over the place. You're trying to do everything. Can you relate to that? And after hearing that long enough, you begin to question yourself. Am I too much? Am I scattered? Am I confused? Why did God give me so many gifts if the world seems to only reward only one? Well, today I want to speak to that person, the gifted one, the complex one, the misunderstood one, the one with many interests, many abilities, and many burdens. This episode is for the multi-talented one who has been carrying both the joy and the pain of being gifted. Today, this conversation is personal to me because I know what it feels like to be more than one thing, or to be more than what others expect you to be, what others want you to be, or to think and act outside of the box that others put you in. For nearly 20 years, I worked in the insurance industry, and I'm grateful for that part of my life because it taught me discipline, structure, consistency, professionalism, and responsibility. But that was not the full picture of who I was. At the time, there was so much music in me. There was so much worship in me. There was creativity in me. There was design in me. There was vision in me. There was business in me. A mind full of ideas in me. And for a long time, that can feel like tension because the world is comfortable with simple labels. It likes to say, this person is a singer, this person is a trumpet player, this person is a songwriter and a composer, this person is a worship leader, this person is a coach, this person is an author, this person is a businessman, this person is a shoe designer, and now this person is a podcaster. The question to be asked is that what happened when God made you to be more than one thing? What do you do when you have so much to give and so much to offer to the world? And all these desires, all these energies, all these expressions, what they do, they keep you up at night and haunt you to produce more and be more. Now, don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean that you are confused. It simply means that you are called to something broader than people can currently understand. You know what? When I started taking responsibility for my life and stopped waiting for permission to become who God made me to be, things began to change. I launched my shoe brand, Immunity Footwear, during the pandemic. I took my music career more seriously as a recording artist, a gospel artist, a worship leader, and a jazz artist. I began to treat my personal brand more seriously. I watch what I wear, what I say, where I go, what I let out on social media, and personally, what I portray, the excellence that I portray about myself in everything that I do. In other words, I became more intentional in the way I present myself to the world. Then I wrote my first business book, The One True Wonder, which came out of my journey of faith, action, and entrepreneurship. And now I'm writing my second book, which is going to impact lives for the better. What changed first was not my bank account. It was not my audience. It was not my visibility. What changed first was my mindset. You need to renew your mind. I began to understand that multiple gifts are not a problem to hide, but a good problem to have. In fact, they are a responsibility towards stewardship. And there's a big difference between the two.
Are you ready to step into a world of opportunity and success? Jonathan Laurince, founder of Immunity Footwear, presents the One Shoe Wonder, an unapologetically bold and actionable roadmap on how to start and build a successful shoe brand. Whether you're dreaming of launching your own footwear line or pivoting your business, or a passionate fashion enthusiast eager to turn your creativity into profit, this book serves as your ultimate step-by-step business guide for fashion startups. Jonathan's strategies and advice will help you navigate the competitive footwear industry with confidence and poise. Inside this transformative guide, you will discover the essential steps to identify and capitalize on market trends. Learn how to develop a unique brand identity that stands out. Explore proven marketing tactics that turn shoes into must-have accessories. Gain insights into manufacturing, distribution, and scaling your business to new weight. Overcoming adversity in business stories and inspirational tales from industry leaders that will motivate you to overcome your own challenges. Jonathan Laurince, drawing on his expansive knowledge and experience, has crafted a practical guide, empowers you to make informed decisions and embrace challenges. Each chapter is packed with actionable steps and invaluable resources, providing tools to build a lasting foundation for your shoe empire. If you seek entrepreneurship books filled with real success strategies, motivational memoirs and success story books, or true stories of self-made businessman success, then The One Shoe Wonder is a must-read. As you dive into these pages, you will find not just theory, but startup success stories in fashion that ignite your passion and fuel your ambition. Don't wait for opportunities, create them. Grab your copy of The One Shoe Wonder today and step confidently onto the path to success. Available now.
Let's go right at that phrase that most people love to throw around. Oh, you're talented in so many things. That must be a blessing and a curse. Well, no, it's not a curse. And yes, it's a blessing. It's a blessing from above. Now, for those of you who think it's a curse, understand that the curse is not the gift. That curse would be confusion without instruction, potential without structure, and pressure without wisdom. Most people say that because they have seen gifted people become overwhelmed. They have seen talented people start many things and finish few. They have seen so many very, very, very bright people burn out. But the issue was never been the gifts. The real issue was the management of the gifts, the stewardship of the gifts. A powerful person without discipline becomes very dangerous. A gifted person without structure becomes very frustrated. A multi-talented person without clarity becomes very tired. But none of that means that the gifts are bad in themselves. It simply means that stewardship is required. So let's bury this false identity, this false narrative right now. Enough of that. You are not cursed because you are gifted in multiple ways. As a matter of fact, you are blessed beyond measure by the Most High. You may simply need order, timing, maturity, boundaries, and wisdom. That is not a curse. That is growth. Say it with me. That is growth.
If your income stopped tomorrow, how many months could you survive without borrowing, without panic, without help? Be honest. High income does not automatically equal financial freedom. Most professionals never calculate their dependency level, and that's the problem. They don't know how much of their income is already committed. They don't know their real freedom margin. And without structure, income turns into obligation. Financial Freedom Score shows you exactly where you stand. In less than 3 minutes, you'll immediately see your freedom score, your dependency level, and your projected financial future. Then you'll receive a structured 12-month reset plan designed to increase your financial control. No spreadsheets, no financial jargon, just clarity. Know your number. Reclaim your freedom. Start your free salary snapshot today.
Now, let's deal with another phrase that has been often used to shame gifted people. We all know it. A jack of all trades is a master of none. Most people only stop there, but the full quote says, a jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. Do you see the difference? That alone changes the meaning completely. The key word in this lesson is all trades, the master of all trades. Here it is. You don't have to be the master of all trades, but it's okay to be the master of some trades. Because some of us are multi-talented. Some of us are gifted in several areas in life. You have several interests and you're good at all of them at the same time. But the key lesson here is that it's still better than being the master of only one trade. You get it? In any case, the phrase here is not an insult. It's actually a statement about the power of versatility. Would you agree? When you are multi-talented, you are gifted in several areas in life. You have many interests and many abilities in several areas of life. You are what you call a generalist, and that's a good thing. A generalist can adapt faster, connect dots others miss, innovate across disciplines, solve problems from multiple angles, operate in changing seasons. Although specialists are very valuable, but generalists are often catalytic. Why, you ask? Because life is simply not lived in isolated categories. Hear me now. The world's biggest problems require people who can think across many fields. Now, you can appreciate that a multi-talented person can see patterns that a narrowly trained person could not see. For example, an artist who understands business, a preacher who understands branding, a designer who understands ministry, a musician who understands leadership, an entrepreneur who understands people. That combination is very powerful. So stop letting people weaponize that phrase against you, because being a generalist is not a weakness. And being broadly gifted, it is not an inferiority. It is a form of intelligence and adaptability that, when properly utilized, when properly disciplined, become a major advantage. So let there be no shame to your game. Walk boldly, perform with confidence, knowing that you are a jack of some trades that you master very well. Hi, at Immunity Footwear, we don't believe in waiting weeks for excellence. Due to our 48 hours production special, we handcrafted it in 2 days so the shoe can be delivered to you within the next 7 business days. I'm proud to present to you my signature double monk shoes. Shaped on the Zuriga last for the timeless English elegance and finished with a leather rubber sole that you can feel in every step. I'm telling you, this is more than a shoe. It's present, style, confidence, and comfortability built with you in mind. Order yours now at Immunity Footwear. The link is in the description. You'll be glad you did. Now, let us be honest, because this is where most multi-talented people need healing. There is real pain associated with being multi-talented. Here's what most gifted people have to go through. You feel pulled in many directions. You start doubting yourself because your interests are wild. You feel behind because other people seem more focused. You get misunderstood by family, church, friends, and colleagues. You are accused of doing too much, wanting too much, shining too much. Sometimes your excellence makes insecure people uncomfortable. And when people are intimidated by your light, they don't often say, "You scare me." In fact, they say, "You need to calm down. You are too much. You need to humble yourself. You're trying to overshadow everyone." But let me say this carefully. Your light is not arrogance. Your gifts are not pride. Your abilities are not a show off. Your capacity is not a crime. What matters is your posture. If you are walking in humility, honoring God, serving people, and not exalting yourself, then your gifts are not the problem. Sometimes it's just your brilliance exposes or reveals the insecurity of others. And that, my friend, you have no control over that. And it's not even your responsibility to fix it. I know people will make you feel guilty, will make you feel some kind of way as if it's your fault that others feel uncomfortable or some kind of way. Listen to this. I can't even remember how many times I've been asked to tone down a little bit. I've been asked not to perform to the best of my ability so I can make others feel better about themselves. Let me say this to you. It is not your responsibility. Don't feel guilty about it. Because let me tell you this. With great gifts come great responsibility. God gives you a certain amount of gifts and He's expecting you to perform with excellence. By not performing with excellence or to the best of your ability, or by not giving God your best, what you do, you get yourself in conflict, not in alignment with God, the God who gave you the gift in the first place, just to please people. You become a people pleaser, and now you're going to get in trouble with the master. We need to be God pleasers instead of people pleasers. I encourage you today to do everything you can do to the best of your ability. Don't worry about those who feel some kind of way. That means they need to grow in certain area in their lives so they can meet your level of excellence. So when the time comes for you to turn down, you're going to feel it. But let it not be because of what people think of you or what people may feel about you. If that's so, they have a problem with God, but not with you. The right attitude that you must have is that you must not shrink because other people feel uncomfortable with your full capacity. The truth is, you do not honor God by burying what He gave you. You actually honor God by using it in humility or with humility. And that is exactly what Matthew 25, verse 14 to 30 teaches us. Hey guys, just a quick announcement. Listen, if you've been dreaming of building your own brand, but you don't even know where to start, I've got exactly what you need. My brand new course, The One True Wonder, is a step-by-step guide to building a profitable brand with just one product, one service, and one idea. Whether you're an artist, a creator, or an entrepreneur, this course will show you exactly how to turn your idea into impact and income. So don't wait. Go to kajabi.com and get instant access now. Start building your dream brand from the ground up today. The link is in the description. Now let's go to Matthew 25, verse 14 to 30. This parable is one of the clearest biblical frameworks for understanding gifts, stewardship, increased fear, and responsibility. I'm sure you all know the story already. I'm not going to take the time to read it for you. I'm just going to paraphrase it so you guys can get the point I'm trying to make, okay? It says here that the master gave one servant 5 talents, another 2 talents, and another 1 talent. Now, notice this. It says that he gave to each according to their ability, according to what they can handle. That means God is intentional with capacity. He's not a random God. He knows what you can handle and how much you can bear. If he entrusted you with many gifts, it is because that he knows that you have enough grace to steward them. Now, let's look at the response, shall we? The one with 5 went and multiplied. The one with 2 also multiplied. The one with 1 buried his talent. Did you hear that? He buried his talent. The lesson here is not that everyone must have the same level of gifting. The lesson here is that everyone must be faithful. Everyone must be productive with what they were given. The one with 5 was not better than the one with 2. And the one with 1 was not less valuable. But the one with 1 failed because he let fear freeze them. And that's the story of most of us. And that's where many gifted people live. Not in lack of talent, but in fear. Think about this for a moment. Now, here's the list of different types of fear that many gifted people often experience. Fear of being judged. Fear of choosing wrong. Fear of doing too much. Fear of being misunderstood. Fear of shining. Fear of wasting potential. What a waste, huh? So they bury gifts they should be multiplying. Lord have mercy. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta tell you, the moment I got a hold of this revelation, a hold of this understanding, I packed up all my gift, put them in a bag, and start running 100 miles an hour. So utilizing my gifts in every season of my life. I make sure that I'm doing something, be productive with it. You know why I do that? Because tomorrow's not promised. I don't want to live my life as a waste. I don't want to waste the investment that God has made in me. Okay? And most of all, this is deep right here. I understood that with great gifts come great responsibility. The responsibility to multiply them. A responsibility to be an inspiration for others. The responsibility to lead the way for some. The responsibility to be productive with it. That's what I did. So here's what the parable of the talent teaches us. Do not compare capacity. Do not resent your assignment. Do not bury what God entrusted to you. Multiply what you have with courage and humility. The goal is not to prove how gifted you are. Let me say this again. The goal is not to prove how gifted you are. Let me tell you what the goal is. The goal is to serve God with your gift. The goal is to serve people. The goal is to serve humanity, to be impactful. The goal is to touch lives. The goal is to be an inspiration for others. The goal is to encourage others to be the best that they can be. The goal at the end of the day is to be able to stand tall in front of God and say, God, here's the gift that you have given to me. I have used it faithfully. And you know what? God will respond in return. Well done, good and faithful servant. That is the goal. Hi, Jonathan here with Immunity Footwear. And today, I want to introduce to you one of the most elegant pieces in our collection, the burgundy patina loafer. From the moment you slip it on, you can feel the craftsmanship. Each pair is hand finished in a rich burgundy patina, giving you depth, character, and a look that speaks before you do. The design is sleek, timeless, and built for the gentleman who values both sophistication and comfort. And with our 48 hours production rush, your loafers are crafted and shipped in as little as 7 business days. No shortcut, no compromise. Whether you're dressing up for a big moment or elevating your everyday style, this loafer completes the look with ease, confidence, and undeniable elegance. If you're ready to experience footwear that delivers luxury from the ground up, tap the link below and order your burgundy patina loafer today. Here's what most people seem to miss. Gifts are often one of God's clearest way to show your purpose and to assign to you a calling or to show you your calling in life. I don't know if you know many people just like me. I know many people who often tell me, Jonathan, I don't know what my gifts is. I don't know what my calling in life is. I don't know what to do with myself, what career to take and all in all. All I usually tell them is something that I've learned from my online mentor. He said that your gift set will determine your life set. Let me repeat this again. For those of you who are taking notes, your gift set will determine your life set. Okay? Which means all you have to do and look at your set of gifts. Try to determine what you're good at. What people usually come to you for, asking you for advice for, asking you to do for them. Those things that come easily to you to do. You may be a fixer by nature. You easily can fix stuff. You easily can see stuff that other people don't see. This is an ability that you have, my friend. So pay attention to your abilities and take ownership of them and write them down. This is your set of gifts. Those gifts often will tell you what your calling is, often will tell you what your purpose in life is. So look at your gift set because they will tell you about your calling in life and your purpose. Now, here's where I want you guys to be careful and pay attention because not every gift is the whole calling, is the whole purpose, because some gifts are just for a season of your life. You have to understand the 4 seasons of life to understand what season are you in and what gifts will be the primary gift to use in certain season. But the gifts are often a very determining factor to your calling. Now, here's a list of questions that you need to ask yourself so you can determine your calling, your purpose, and your gift set. Let's go. What comes naturally to you? What do people consistently ask you for help with? What kind of work gives you life, even when it requires effort? Where do ability, burden, and joy meet? That intersection right here matters a lot because you have to find fulfillment in what you're doing. If there's no joy and sometimes burden, you want things to be done, you want things to be fixed. If you don't feel those signs, sometimes it's a very indicative sign to you, so you know what to do. For most people, calling is hidden because they keep waiting for some for one big mystical answer to tell them what to do. Like God will show up personally and tell them, go there, do this, do that. It doesn't work like that. What they do, they ignoring the obvious patterns in their own lives. Now listen to me. This is very crucial. Your calling is often reveal themselves through these patterns. Here they are. Repeated grace, repeated burden, repeated fruit, repeated opportunity. God may not hand you always a full blueprint. Sometimes He would give you gifts and ask you to walk with them until purpose becomes clear. That's why gift development is very important. When you work on your craft, when you're consistently practicing on your gift, you're not only becoming better, but you're getting closer to clarity. You understand? Because excellence always reveals assignment. Have you ever walked through an ending that you did not plan? A divorce, a separation, or a season that broke your heart? I want you to hear this clearly. When the marriage ends, the purpose doesn't. Over the past couple of years, God has taught me powerful lessons about faith, identity, rebuilding, and starting again with clarity and intention. And I'm putting all of that into my upcoming book entitled When the Marriage Ends, But the Purpose Doesn't. Over the course of 12 chapters, this book shows readers that endings are not failures. They are opportunities for personal transformation, spiritual alignments, and a life by design through real-life lessons. This book is for men and women who are ready to grow, heal, and step boldly into their next chapter, personally, spiritually, and professionally. If you want to be the first to know when this book drops on Amazon and other platforms, I want you to join my email list. Click the link, sign up, and walk this next chapter with me. And remember that your story isn't over, and your purpose is still alive. One of the biggest keys of the multi-talented people is this. You are not supposed to use all of your gifts all at once, or you're not supposed to do everything, all of them at once. That right there frees so many people, because the problem is really that you have too many gifts. The problem is trying to activate all of them equally in the same season. In Ecclesiastes 3:1, listen to what it says. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Listen, seasons matter. Now, check this out. One season may be about learning, another about serving, another about building, another about visibility, another about planting seed in private, another about harvest. Seasons matter. In one season, music may lead. In another, your business may lead. In another, your writing may lead. In another, your ministry voice may lead. But all the gifts can still belong to the same calling, to the same person. Your life does not need to be reduced to one gift, but your life needs to be ordered by season. This is why many multi-talented people often feel confused. They are trying to answer a seasonal question with a permanent answer. Instead of asking, what is my one gift forever, for the rest of my life? It's best to ask, what is God emphasizing in this season? This question right here, my friend, brings a lot of peace of mind. Hi everyone, Jonathan Laurince from Unity Footwear. Today, I'm going to show you one of the most unique and sophisticated shoes in our collection. I present to you the whole cut in denim patina. This shoe is crafted from one single piece of leather, giving it a clean, seamless, and luxury look. The denim patina finish brings a modern, stylish edge that pairs effortlessly with suits, jeans, and everything in between. Flip it over, and you'll see the red leather sole and bold touch of elegance that sets this shoe apart the moment you step forward. built on the Zurigo rounded last, it gives you that classic English silhouette with all-day comfort. And thanks to our 48 hours rush service, these will be crafted and delivered to you within 7 business days. If you're ready to elevate your footwear game with something truly distinctive, hit the link below and order your whole cut in denim patina today. The fact to burn out, ladies and gentlemen, it's not always caused by too much work. I'm going to tell you exactly what might cause that to happen. It is often caused by misalignment, constant comparison, lack of systems, people pleasing, try to prove your worth through performance. The truth is, the multi-talented person is often vulnerable to burnout because they can do so many things. So everyone pulls on them. You are needed here. You are needed there. Someone is calling from here. This department needs this. This department needs that. And what happens is that you get to a point and you can do all those things very well. You have leadership and you have zeal. You can do it. It's been me. It has been me for a certain period of time in my life. I was involved in so many departments at the same time in my local church. And mind you, I was a married man with a family with 3 kids. I had responsibility at home as well. I had my music career. I had business ideas, other things to do. I was trying to manage everything at the same time. I guess I thought I was a Superman until I started to burn out, and then I realized something very wise. The fact that you are capable of doing certain things doesn't mean that you have to do it. You understand? The fact that you have the ability to do it doesn't mean that you are the one who's supposed to do it. Because true leadership is the ability to delegate other people to do it. You understand? So delegation, the ability to delegate, is also a trait of a true leader. So I had to learn this and learning and grow in leadership to start delegating people to do certain things for me instead of me doing it. Now, let me share with you some key points that I had to learn the hard way. And trust me, I had to learn them the hard way. Let's go. Number 1, you need boundaries, which is the ability to say no to what doesn't serve you. Number 2, not every opportunity is an assignment. Number 3, not every request is obedience. Number 4, not every open door is your door, which means not every opportunity is an opportunity for you. Number 5, productivity for the multi-talented is not doing more. It is doing the right thing at the right time in the right measure. And that, my friend, is maturity. I had to grow in this area of my life. I had to be mature in this area of my life so I could manage my many gifts the way it's supposed to be done. Over the course of my entire life, I've experienced a lot of things. I've worked a lot in ministry my whole life, and I've worked in my professional career as an insurance agent and as a salesman. I've experienced a lot and I've seen a lot. I'm not saying that I've seen it all, but when you turn 50, you understand that you have seen a couple of things. That alone qualifies you to advise others who are younger, others who are just like I told my kids. As you guys are turning that page 21 in the book of life, me, I'm turning page 50, going on page 51. So I've seen a lot, and I would like to share my wisdom with you. I have one of my sons, if not all of them, they are multi-talented as well. So, and I'm sure they will be listening to this episode and they're going through it. So this will be not only my advice to them and also my word of encouragement to you. Because as a multi-talented guy, I've been going through a lot of burnout and I've been experiencing a lot with this part of my life, with this side of my life. So let me take the time to pastor my listeners for now. Not that I'm your pastor or that I'm a pastor, although oftentimes I've been called with that title. But it's just for the sake of this episode, I would like to talk to you. I would like for you to open your heart and listen to what I have to say when it's come to that. All right, let's begin. To the multi-talented ones, here are some words of encouragement. To the one who feels unseen, God sees you. To the one who feels delayed, God sees you too. To the one who feels misunderstood because your life does not fit into one easy category, God sees you. To the one who has cried because you know that there is more in you than what this current season has allowed you to express, God sees you. Know that your day will come. Maybe not all at once. Maybe not how you imagined. Maybe not as quickly as you hoped. But if you remain faithful, if you keep working on your craft, if you stay humble, if you keep showing up, if you keep honoring God in private, your season of visible fruits will come. The issue is not whether you shine. The issue is whether you can carry the light with humility when the time comes. And if God can trust you with the gifts, He also has a place and a season for them. So do not bury them. Do not resent them. Do not apologize for them, but steward them. Make sure to steward them well. All that family, Jonathan here. Listen, I've got something fresh for your fit and your style. Would you like to know what it is? I'm glad you asked. At Immunity Footwear, we are redefining what it means to walk with purpose, confidence, and style. With a full collection of stylish, comfortable, and durable shoes for both men and women, we've got it all. From sleek dress shoes, everyday sneakers, our innovative listless tennis shoes. Look at this thing of beauty. Look at that. Whew. Wonderful. And our all-new golf shoe collection. Whether you're dressing up, stepping out, working out, we've got the perfect pair for you. So why wait? Head over to immunityfootwear.com. It's immunityfootwear.com and shop now. The link is in the description. Immunity Footwear, changing and impacting the world one shoe at a time. Thank you for your support. Thank you guys for staying to the end of this episode. And this one is one of the longest episode by far that I had to record. This one is very deep to me, very important to me, very dear to me rather, because I had to dig deeper into my story, my personal story, my personal experience to get this information for you guys, because I've been there, done that. And for those of you multi-talented people, you know what I'm talking about. I see you, I feel your pain, and I feel your joy as well. And I feel the fulfillment in your heart when you get to use all your gifts. So this episode is for you. Now listen to this. If this episode spoke to your heart, I want you to do this for me. Share it with another multi-talented person who has been feeling confused, frustrated, and misunderstood. And make sure to subscribe to the Laurince Podcast for more conversation on purpose, calling, faith, entrepreneurship, business, and self-empowerment. And if you're serious about starting to use all your gifts, you're going to need some tools. Make sure to grab a copy of my book, The One Shoe Wonder. It's a business book. It's also a self-empowerment book, a self-help book that will help you. I use the same principle in this book to start using my gift and do everything that I'm doing today. So if you want to do the same thing, if you want to follow the same path, make sure to grab a copy of the book. It's on Amazon and the link will be in the description. And for all your footwear needs, make sure to visit my wonderful shoe brand, Immunity Footwear. Just go to immunityfootwear.com. There you'll find all the shoes that you need. And lastly, I want you to remember this. You are not too much. You're not scattered. You're not a problem to be reduced. Being multi-talented simply means that you are blessed and highly favored. You are gifted. You are called. And with wisdom, structure, and surrender, you can win, serve, and honor God with every gift that He placed in you. Bye for now.